Hello to all. Congratulations, you've made it through 2 weeks of calculus and you're somehow still here. If you remember from last week, we talked about derivatives, what they are, and some of their uses. Today, I'm going over 2 methods of solving derivatives. One thing to note is that these methods are often referred to as rules in the calculus world, and that will apply to all methods that we'll talk about in the future. Let's first talk about something called the constant rule. This is very complex, so pay attention. The constant rule states that the derivative of a constant, or in other words, the derivative of a number with no variable attached to it, is always 0. That's literally it. And that's important to remember, as simple as it is. It applies to almost every function you'll have to find a derivative of. The second rule we're going over today is actually decently complicated, but there's some tricks to it. This rule is called the power rule. It applies to x to any number power. To visualize this, we often refer to this number as the variable n. So here we have x to the power of n. Now the derivative of this is n times x to the power of n minus 1. Now that probably sounds a bit complicated and confusing, but trust me, it's not as bad as it looks. For example, let's say we are trying to find the derivative of x to the power of 6. N in this case is 6, therefore the derivative of this is 6 times x to the 5th power. Let's do an example problem to make sure you've got this down. Find the derivative of x to the 8th power plus 3. I'll be doing this in the background, but try it on your own first before you check out what I'm doing. Alright, and welcome back. Here's what you should have gotten for the derivative. As you can see, it combines both rules we went over today. And that's everything for this week. Next week, we'll talk about 2 more rules, the sum and difference rules. Until next time, keep on learning.